Hi. Say hi. Hi, ladies. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our team call tonight. I hope that you guys have been having an amazing week and have not lost hope. I know it's only the first week of the month, and maybe you've been reaching out to a ton of people like I have and getting a ton of no's, and you're just like, what is the point of doing this, right? But I want to remind you guys today as we go into this topic and share with you guys, you know, not only the resources and the tools that's going to help you to succeed this next month, but also the purpose behind it. And I hope to always start a call with our purpose and to remind us of our deeper reason of why we do this in the first place, and hoping that will continue carrying you into the next week and pushing for your goals and helping you to push for your vision and your dreams. So I want to remind you guys, at least for me, I know that coaching has been an absolute blessing, not just for me personally, because it has truly helped me level up to have higher standards for myself, so that I can get results, but I can also help other people get better results because I am going all in, or learning what's not working, what's working for me. So, you know, why do we do this in the first place? Why push for these goals? You know, I feel like sometimes we get caught up in the numbers and in the comparison game, and then we don't feel the passion. And so I want to remind you guys that the ultimate reason we're doing this, guys, is to help change women's lives and help them to live out their purpose. And many times women are not, because they're overwhelmed with their to-dos, with their job, with their duties as a mom and as a wife, or those that are not married or have families that they're just stuck, you know, they're going to school and like they're just in the living in the moment and really not living out their purpose. And I've gotten a chance to talk to a few people this past week. Another woman who honestly was super inspiring, and to hear her story of what she's been through, homelessness, and, you know, not having parents that care for her, that truly abandoned her from a young age, and having to deal with sexual abuse and pregnancy and losing the baby, and, you know, living out of a car, and all these crazy things that have happened to her. And to see where she is, you know, she's a graduate of college and going to grad school and wanting to make a difference in this world. And I'm like, wow, like that's why we do what we do, because we find women like these that are not at the point where she is, but want to be there. And we are that bridge to help those people get there. Saya, no. Sáquese la boca. Take that out of your mouth. We are that bridge for them. And we are the solution. This is the solution. And if, at least for me, it's allowed me to get from that dark place and has allowed me to cross over onto that bridge. But we got to show people that bridge, and we have to show them what we have done to get across that bridge. And it's not an easy bridge. Sometimes it's only made out of rope, and we have to start building that bridge until it becomes concrete. And so we can't do that unless we start to build our business, until we start to build a strong foundation, so that other people can feel like safer crossing over through that bridge. And so that's why we're doing this. This is why we're fighting every single day, why we're talking to people, why we're messaging, why we're contacting, we're constantly following up, because we are trying to develop these relationships with people so that we can help them see the light at the end of the tunnel, to see the light at the end of the bridge, and being able to take that next step. So tonight I wanted to share with you guys because I know some of you guys are not, I don't think any of you are a part of our Success Club 1x3x5 group, which is all the coaches who bought a ticket to Summit get access to this group with direct with Carl Deichler and different resources. This week he interviewed Brendon Burchard, who is the creator of High Performance Habits, the book. And I love Brendon Burchard, and I love his YouTube, his podcast, and I hope to buy his book as well. And they were speaking of, how do we transition coaches from, oh gosh, Isaias, from just being, from staying stuck, and not progressing. Sorry. Here you go. I know it's not as fun as the other one, but you got to take it. Take it or leave it. Sorry. You got to take that out of your mouth, too. Yeah, you got to take that out of your mouth. Sorry, guys. This is what happens. Motherhood. Hey, here you go. Here you go. Yay! Okay. Here we go. Here. Oh, look, I found something. Here we go. So how do we bridge that gap, ladies? Sorry, I apologize for getting distracted here. So we can bridge that gap by trying to get my train of thought. This is what happens, guys. I lose track sometimes with the kiddos. So he's talking about how we can create a more productive week. And I know we get distracted by consuming, and the moment we wake up, we're consuming, and sometimes we feel like we're working our business by scrolling Facebook, by liking people's posts and things like that. But how productive are we being? Hold on, guys. No. So being productive, how can we be more productive? And honestly, it's the activities that will get us to progressing, and that is not just messaging people, not just inviting, guys, because here's what happens with inviting is that we get a no and we hit a roadblock and we stop. And I love what Brendon stated this week is that we should not stop until we get a yes. Now, obviously, there's going to be days that we're not going to get a yes that night, but the idea is that we just don't stop messaging or talking to people just because we get one no. But here's the difference between these conversations and being more productive, and it comes down to the follow-up. And I know that we've heard this before, right? In following up with our prospects and in our conversations. But it's crazy that, and I've made this mistake where I've talked to hundreds of people. But my biggest mistake I've made when it comes to messaging people is that I've talked to hundreds of people, but I've only talked to them once. And what the good news is that even a new coach who doesn't have 200, 300 or thousands of followers, is that even if they have 50 followers, they can still be able to help 3 people a month, because it's all in the follow-up. And how can you improve your follow-up? So improving our follow-ups is really about serving, right? So as soon as we get a no from someone, I know I've said this, that okay, we'll put them on our list to follow up the following month. Sorry, guys. This is what happens. Yeah, I know. Sorry, buddy. He wants to think that he cannot get. Of course. I give him my phone, he doesn't want. Here, buddy. Here. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to finish quickly, guys. I apologize. Okay. So how can we follow up, guys? And I'm going to try to share some templates that might help you guys when it comes to this. And the follow-up is, when someone sends no today, right? What we should be doing is, that following Monday is message them, but with something that would help them. Like, what can we share with them that may help them in their journey? Because we know that they want to work on their health. Maybe they said no because they moved recently, or their car broke down, right? We hear, this is like our everyday story of people that say that they're all in, and then they hear the price and they're like, oh, I can't do that right now because of this or that reason, right? So what do? We follow up with them the following Monday and share with them like, hey, by the way, I just wanted to share with you these 3 tips to gaining more time in your day or taking care of yourself, right? We provide them like quality content. And if you don't know where to get your content, jump into our free groups, the 25th Hour, or even into my community, our Best Year Ever project, and share something that you've seen on there. And then follow up with them again in 2 weeks and give them another resource, something that, that would help them. And it feels so much better when we do it that way than constantly like messaging them a week later, like, hey, are you ready? Or, hey, I'm just following up because I wanted to make sure that you didn't miss out on the next challenge group, right? And that's the mistake I was doing over and over again. Like, I was following up, but I wasn't giving them something, right? I was expecting to take something from them. And I thought that, posting was enough. And I thought that having a free group was enough. And I know it kind of seems like, wow, that's a lot right now, but have quality content saved on a Word document, from our free group, the 25th Hour, and just pull from there. And you just throw these different resources to them, and you're just serving them. And a month later or 2 months, you can then ask again, and them seeing you that you're serving them and you're providing them resources and quality stuff. They're gonna realize like, wow, like she's actually really trying to help me, or whatever gets into their mind, right? I truly believe that when they see that we're trying to just give and not take, it not only makes us feel good, but it also provides them more trust with us, and knowing that we're not just there to take from them. And so I actually tested this out this past week because I was like, oh, that's amazing. I'm going to try this out and see how it works. And I sent my first message. I grabbed something from the 25th Hour, a time hack resource or whatever it was, and I just blew it up and sent it to every single person I had messaged in the last month, and just to do a follow-up with them. And it was crazy how fast of a response I got, faster than before when I was just following up with them with inviting them to my next challenge group, inviting them to my next free group. I got way more responses saying like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you. I needed to hear this. Or, it was amazing to hear these different responses from these women. And I wanted, I felt like, wow, like that's what this is about. And I wanted to help you guys do that too. So like, let's try to shoot for every no that we get to follow up with them that following Monday. And then the following next 2 weeks, and then a week later, and then a month later. But following up with resources and tools and things that you can be giving them. Again, you don't have to make up something. You can pull from these free groups that we are part of, from our upline coaches who are creating content already. So I think that this is going to be a great way if we can spend like an hour a day doing this. Every single day, it will compound. It will create that movement you want to make in your business, and you'll be able to help 3 people a day. A month. And that's the whole point of the Success Club 1x3x5. So the goal is for us between now and June is to help 3 people a month. That's it, guys. We're not pushing for big numbers. And really, it's about being there for these prospects, for these challengers, and helping them to get to receive success, to gain success through these programs. And so following through with them and providing them the tools on how to get to their workouts and where to get the nutritional plans and how to succeed in that nutritional plan and meal prepping and so on. So that's our goal, guys. Between now and June is to each of us be able to help 3 people. And so, and help maybe 5, because this is 1x3x5. The 5 is helping 5 of your personally sponsored coaches to help 3 people. And so I know you guys are just starting. I know you may not have anyone under you that wants to work the business, but keep that in mind, right? Priority is you. You want to help 3 people first, you yourself. And if you can then help 1 or 2 people under you help 3 people, then you're starting to build a substantial income as well as a business. And I want to help you guys do that. You know, I want us to progress, and I want us to succeed in our goals this year and reach those big goals and get momentum. And this is what's going to allow you guys to get to the Diamond Retreat in the fall of this year. So let's get going, guys. Let's not make excuses. Let's say, you know, we learn from our failures. We learn from our mistakes. And that's what I'm constantly doing, just trying to learn what's not working and just tweaking what I'm doing. And this is just a tweak, right? We know about messaging. We know about follow-ups, right? Now this is a little tweak we can make to our follow-ups in order to help us to really hit bigger goals and really actually just be able to succeed in the basic goals of helping 3 people a month. That's Success Club 5, guys. Like that's not that much. So I hope that this helps you guys tonight. I'm gonna end this video short because again I have the little guy down here who's being a little bit fussy. But I appreciate your patience for sticking around through this. And I hope that you guys can go out there and serve and be the example. I know we are here to be influencers. I know we want to make a difference. Now, you know, being able to really feel like we're making a difference happens when we're actually helping people start in their program. And so I wanted you guys to feel like you're making that influence by helping at least 3 people a month. So go out there, guys. Make sure you're serving those that you're providing these resources to in the community, in social media, and go help 3 people, guys. Do it before the end of the month, guys. Do it. Make it a goal by the 15th of the month. Whatever it is, set a deadline and get it done. That's how you push for goals, and that's how you show up and you're laser focused when you have a limited time each day or each week. So I hope you guys have an amazing week. Let's stay in touch so that we can keep pushing each other throughout the week so that we can succeed and honestly, guys, move our business forward and really be the example for others and give them an opportunity to see that this truly is an opportunity for anyone to achieve and gain that freedom that they want financially and physically and spiritually, whatever they want to achieve in their personal life. So good luck, guys. I hope you have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday.